This is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I want to continue my coverage of Ellen DeGeneres. And the thing is, I'm sure you guys have heard, there's a controversy going on that she's a really mean person. She's nasty to her staff. And the thing is, a lot of this information comes from the inside. Now, when information about someone comes from the outside, accusations, things like that, it's a lot more shaky. But when things come from your own staff members, I think it's more believable. The article is, Ellen fights off talk show cancellation rumors amid allegations she's mean. Ellen DeGeneres is fighting off rumors her talk show was set to be canceled due to her ratings dropping amid reports she's not very nice. I didn't know her ratings were dropping. I mean, to be fair, I think ratings will naturally go down over time at some point. I mean, you can't stay funny and relevant forever at your highest point. The Sun, which none of us like, I know, but the Blast mentions them. I guess the Blast mentioned them because they had to write this article based on information the Sun got to first, so unfortunately they get mentioned. The Sun reported Ellen's show is in danger due to the ratings being in a free fall. The outlet said the rumors came amid allegations that Ellen was incredibly rude to her staff. Now, that's the thing, is the staff is saying things about her, or people are saying, obviously who were on the set, who could see the staff, reacting and things like that, that she was mean to the staff. That's one reason I think this could be true. Ellen's production company denied the report, stating, Telepictures can confirm it's untrue. Despite their denial, the speculation continues to grow. As the Blast previously reported, 2020 has not been Ellen's year in the slightest. She has been accused of screwing over her employees, had tons of people come forward claiming she was an awful human being, and was criticized for being tone deaf during the pandemic, which she was. That's not up for debate. She had some kind of video where she said, she was in her mansion, which is absolutely humongous. It looks like, I don't know, the size of like 25 houses or something like that. It was like being in jail. Yeah, I know, it's not like the worst thing to say, but it is pretty tone deaf. Earlier this year, Ellen caught heat from her employees who said the talk show host left them in the dark during the pandemic. And like I said, when info's coming from the inside, it's a lot more credible for me than when it's coming from the outside, especially from your competition, someone who doesn't like you, something like that. But this is from her staff. Variety broke the story. The crew were furious over the treatment they received during the health crisis and show shutdown. The employees felt they were left in the dark for weeks about their future. They eventually were told to be ready to take a 60% pay reduction. Many were upset that Ellen hired a third-party crew to shoot her show from home. Yeah, man, she couldn't at least get her long-time employees to shoot the show at her house? Why would she go with a third party? I can't think of a good reason. Was she scared she was going to get the virus from her own staff? That wouldn't make sense. Not necessarily. So, right there, another thing that seems like it's hard to defend when you don't even use your own staff when there's an opportunity to. Ellen reportedly makes $50 million a year for her talk show. Her reported net worth is $330 million. Just to put it in perspective on the pay for her staff, I don't know details. I didn't look up numbers, but you could bet they probably make good salaries, but nothing so fantastic where she's worth $330 million. She has to reduce pay by 60%. Before the employer backlash, Ellen had to deal with comedian Kevin T. Porter calling her out on Twitter. He asked his followers for the most insane stories they've heard about Ellen's behavior. He labeled Ellen as notoriously one of the meanest people alive. The tweet led to countless tweets from ex-employees who detailed alleged incidents where Ellen was incredibly nasty to them. Recently, sources claimed Ellen was having a hard time dealing with the bad press, and Ellen can join the club on that one, because I think press is about one of the things that everybody's dealing with these days in some way, shape, or form. Even if you're not famous, you're dealing with the press and pretty much all the misinformation they're putting out there. If you're famous, the press is looking to call you out, to cancel you, so they could get the hot headlines, the views, the readers, the clicks, the subscriptions, and it's no longer facts and news these days. So, Ellen is not the only one there. Now, I am not going to hate on Ellen. I'm not going to cancel Ellen, but something tells me there's some truth to this. And like I said before on this channel, Ellen does do a lot of ads in Japan for the Gap. So I don't know if she's in the Gap in America doing ads, but I don't think she is. Because a lot of people do ads here, like Schwarzenegger, Tommy Lee Jones, that will not do them in the States, and they're under contract that those ads can't be shown in the States. So if you guys have seen Ellen and Gap ads, let me know. My guess is no, but I have no way to know. Well, I could Google it, but I didn't. And the video's kind of coming to an end. So anyway, if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'm doing Depth vs. Herd, even some Star Wars, Japan vlogs. Haven't done one in a really long time, but I'll get to it. If you subscribe, it'll be pretty good. You'll get videos. If you don't subscribe, well, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.